Hi, today's TED Talk is brought to you by JAMBAree, and today we're going to be talking about trust. What is trust? Trust is an assured reliance on the character, ability, strength, or truth of something or someone. Trust is hard to gain and easy to lose. In a Harvard journal published in 1994, when asked if most people can be trusted, only 16.1% of African Americans said yes. The lack of trust and trust issues shown in Rebecca Skloot's The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks exemplified this statistic. In a Harvard journal published in 1994, when asked if most people can be trusted, only 16.1% of African Americans said yes. If this statistic was taken during the time of Henrietta Lacks, it could be even lower due to the social, economic, and political inequality. Okay, so throughout this talk, we're going to be doing a couple psychological experiments. So the first one we're going to be doing is a trust fall. And for you guys who don't know, a trust fall is basically when one person crosses their arms, falls back into another person's arms. All right, so Brendan, Andy. Okay, Brendan, you're going to be crossing your arms. All right. And Andy, you're going to catch him. Okay. Brendan, when you're ready to fall, fall.
All right, here we go.
All right, so that shows a trusting relationship. Brendan, how did that make you feel?
It was a little scary, but he was there for me, so that's cool.
In today's polarized society, it's a lot harder to take what people are saying as the truth, even if they're members of the police force or the government or the media. One of the first examples of this in the book is between Henrietta and her doctor. Henrietta thought that she could trust him to take care of her, but instead he uses her cells without her permission. For Henrietta Lacks, the doctor's betrayal had lasting effects on not only her, but also her family. Similar to Henrietta, society is often under the impression that we can trust people of authority, such as members of the media and the government. However, when this trust is betrayed, it can have a lasting impact on one's outlook. So coming back to our psychological experiment, at this point, Brendan already trusts Andy due to the previous trust fall. Let's take a look and see what happens now.
Alright, ready? There we go. Oh gosh, I thought you were there.
Notice how Andy walked away from Brendan, just like the doctor and George Guy walked away from Henrietta when she thought she could trust them.
So, in the Henrietta Lacks book, the Lacks family were betrayed by the doctor. They couldn't trust him in him, so they were looking for somebody else to trust in. And that's when they turned to the lawyer, Cofield, who made all these promises that he would help the family get their money that they were rightfully owed for the cells, that they would get accreditation for their mother's cells, and that they would learn more about what the cells were being used for, when in reality, the lawyer just wanted to get their money so he could use it for himself, and he didn't really want to help them, so he kind of betrayed them as well, only he presented himself as somebody that could be trusted. With investments in real life, people give their money to investors, and they believe that the investors will really help them gain money back. That's what they want, and that's not always the case. There's a lot of fraud in today's society. A good example of this kind of fraud is like with Bernie Madoff, who made himself seem like a really, really trustworthy person on Wall Street, and he had families and individuals investing money in him. And they believed that he was going to do good with their money, when in reality, all he was conducting was a Ponzi scheme and just pocketed all their monies, leaving hundreds upon thousands of families without life savings and a lot less trust in this world.
Alright, so let's return back to our psychological experiment. So, Brendan, how did you feel about the last time with the trust fall?
Alright, so I was thought he was there for me, but he wasn't really paying attention. But, I mean, you're here now, right? I got you this time. You can trust me. Alright. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so whenever I'm ready?
That's it.
Alright, I'm ready for you. Okay, cool.
Alright, so see how this situation relates to the Henrietta Lacks book, where Brendan is posing as the Lacks family and Andy was posing as the lawyer. The Lacks family really wanted to believe they could trust in someone, and the lawyer, Andy, really presented himself like he could be trustworthy, unlike the doctor who just walked away. And the Lacks family believed they could trust in the lawyer and fell back into his arms, and he just let them go yet again.
As you can imagine, it's not easy to regain the trust of a person that has been blindsided multiple times. The only thing that can really heal is time. As you can see from the book, when Rebecca came into the picture, the family would not even answer her calls. After that, she had to prove her good intentions. She had to do this to such an extreme level that certain incidents would hold her back, such as when they were in the hotel room and the medical files were found by Rebecca, Deborah freaked out and would not talk to Rebecca for weeks at a time. And this was after Rebecca has been talking to the family for a long time, proving that she was a good person. That was how untrusting the family really was. It took Deborah months to recover from this, as it would for another person in this situation.
Alright, so let's go back to the psychological experiment one last time. So Brendan, how do you feel about me right now? To be honest, I really don't trust you that much. You're there for me, you actually weren't, so I don't know. You can trust me this time. I will catch you. Okay, like I haven't heard that before. I got you, I swear. I will be there for you. Alright. Whenever you're ready. Okay. I'm ready. Here I go. I'm here for you. Alright. Oh, shit. Well, you're there. Told you to trust me. Yeah.
Brendan, what did you learn from this experiment?
Well, I guess I see how it relates to the lax and a little bit, obviously, less serious in matter. But it's interesting how even a simple little demonstration like this, how my trust so quickly diminishes and how hard it is for that to come back. Or, you know, I constantly thought like, okay, he was just kidding around last time, or obviously you guys kept telling me to do this, so I thought he would actually catch me. But obviously that changes, and with life, it's hard to do that.